from myself it's real. The story I am broken again.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, we are back on the call and back to the action here at NEW Brawl. I'm Max Alex alongside the 4-time NEW World Champion Erwin.
Well, it's good to have you back, Max, and we already have 2 matches confirmed for Violence is Golden next month. The Women's Tag Team Championships on the line in a traditional elimination tag, as Dare, the new kids on the block, try and defeat the ever-reigning Foxy Valentines.
The ever-reigning, the everlasting Foxy Valentines. Will their queens be toppled from their podium here at Violence is Golden 2? Can't wait for that next month. All the information on freetp.com online.
Also, the Men's World Championship going to be on the line there. Barbed has been confirmed to take the place against Simon Youngblood. That's going to be an intense match.
Yeah, that could be an incredible matchup for the World Championship. Two of the absolute finest in our business today, in Barbed and Simon Youngblood, go up one-on-one. Well, ladies and gentlemen, some words there from the Red Dragon. Fiery words.
Very fiery words. Of course, we heard from Melissa Sanchez last week. Excuse me, Morgan Morales.
And from Tampa, Florida, weighing in at 200 pounds, the superstar.
Our announcer must have clicked onto the Pirate and Tampa, Florida theme there.
Must have done. The elaborate entrance of this young man here, the superstar.
Yeah, of course, has appeared on NEW before.
Quite a mannequin to live up to, though, Erwin.
This is first sort of official delve into the rankings. He's helped out Zulite the Great in the past with his troubles with the Buckley stable at Pincell. He also competed in the last Invitational Cup.
A strong showing there, if I remember rightly, for this young man.
Indeed, took part in the triple threat trying to get through. Did not make it, the Unknown getting through in that one, but it was indeed a strong showing from the superstar. Just want to remind you we have BWI 6 this Saturday, 11 PM GMT. Of course, you can check your times on our YouTube. Set a reminder there. It will be joining as a division after that. More news on that. Well, the news on that is already released. 3tp.moonfruit.com.
And his opponent from Nebraska.
Well, the All-American Scott Smith, a much different background. Former military man, former AA champion. A lot of kudos already and hype surrounding this promising young American Scott Smith.
Yeah, he's starting telling tales of his time that he served in Afghanistan, much to the joy of some of the wrestlers out back. I do love those war stories. Wrestled in America and Japan before coming over here. Currently had 7 matches in NEW. Still trying to climb in this fast-moving division. The junior division is filling up once more.
Filling up with a lot of promise, a lot of talent. These two young men trying to make an impact in 15 minutes to do it. First match on the card, and the bell is rung. Mike Shatopa officiating the call. Gutbuster there by the superstar onto Smith. Stomping the life out of his arm. A quick start here by the superstar, leg drop. Right across the neck.
Didn't quite clock on the entrance as well. The emulator seems to have joined the superstar here, recently disappearing from the Buckley stable. As did Gene Taylor. Gene Taylor has now ended up in End Times, much to the shock of many. Oof.
Yeah, the Flock, another deadly member. No doubt about it, to boosted the coffins of End Times.
So no.
Smith with a ankle drag.
Oof. And shot to follow up to the chest there. Oof.
Got it blocked. Oh, vicious forearm there by the superstar.
Just trying to stay on top of Smith here, and he's done a good job so far.
Yeah, putting an extra body weight, extra pressure onto Scott Smith, not letting the young American breathe.
Yeah,
Rolls out of it into a headlock.
Smith has a lot of strength, but he is struggling against that height and weight advantage that the superstar does have over him.
Beautiful corkscrew. Elbow. Another leg drop. Going right in for the pin here.
Oof, only a 1. Still a lot left in the tank of the superstar, it would seem.
Plenty of gas. Playing possum a bit, trying to gain his bearings here against Smith.
I think Smith there was trying to squeeze that gas tank a little more.
Another lock up. Smith this time powers out of it. Lariat takedown.
Superstar
Sweeping
pulling himself
STF.
up here on the apron.
This is the forearm.
Oh.
Gets a left hand for his trouble. And a hard clothesline to take down. Smith in no man's land there. Yeah, another leg drop there by the superstar.
And the crowd are not enjoying this. Seem to be rooting more for Smith in this match.
Yeah, a more familiar face of Scott Smith with a firm following here. The superstar obviously new to the show. A different environment here for the superstar, but not showing any hesitance or any match fatigue there, going in right in Smith, 3-4 position for the All-American.
Smith is in trouble here. Has not responded for quite some time now to the offense of the superstar.
It's a further 4th leg drop there by the superstar in this matchup, Erwin. If he keeps gathering all this damage to the head of Scott Smith, it's going to tail toll.
Nope.
The way this match is continuing. A vicious neck breaker there. More damage to the head.
Superstar yet to go for a solid pin.
Fall around DDT. Connects. Smith in a world of hurt here. As you have said, Erwin hasn't moved for several minutes.
And when does the superstar think it is enough? Hyping himself up for something here. Oof! A leaping leg drop.
Utilising those long legs once again right into the pin. And it's over. The superstar making quick work of the fan favourite Scott Smith here. It was a one-sided affair. In the end, one of these vicious leg drops clearly damaged Smith beyond repair here tonight.
Yeah, Smith started off fairly strong. I mean, the superstar seemed to have the advantage all the way through with the impact on that leg drop. But Smith was fighting back early on, but something changed partway through that match.
No doubt that one of those leg drops connected big for the superstar here tonight, and a huge victory against Scott Smith in a growing junior division. The superstar makes a name for itself here tonight.
Plenty more to come here on Brawl. We had some words from Troy Webster here. We'll be back to ring action soon.
are moments which mark your life. Moments when you realize nothing will ever be the same, and time is divided into two parts. Before this, and after this, and after this, and after this.
Well, two ladies with a hell of a lot of history, both in Extreme Force Wrestling and early NEW.
From Seattle, Washington, the Dragons, Cynthia.
The Red Dragon, Cynthia Violet, former women's champion, in what could only be described as a feud, knowing
Almost
strong as any in the women's division.
I mean, she wants to get back to that #1 point that has been taken from her by the Phantom, but another four from the past, if you will, stands in her way here, both equal with 2 points apiece. In all technicality, Cynthia Violet's still the #1 contender, Morgan Morales #2, but in equal contention. We're of course trying to find a definitive #1 contender.
This match could have a lot to do with that.
They may need all 15 minutes they are given here. Now Cynthia Violet, a former EFW Women's Champion of 14 days, a former NEW Champion of 154 days.
The Red Dragon has been to the top of that mountain,
And her opponent,
but Alice desperately still wants to see the view.
Morgan Morales.
Yeah, of course, herself a former EFW Women's Champion, only of 6 days though, but that title reign does throw her in the deep end, as she said herself, of the Women's World Division here in NEW. She has taken that task under her wing and run with it, quite frankly. I mean, she's right here once again against Cynthia Violet, as you've seen in that vignette before the match. And met many times before, even footage that we couldn't quite find at the time. They've tagged together and that did not work out too well.
Well, two old enemies. She's over again on the call. And Morales with a quick kick out the block, if you will, sweeping STF there to Violet. Violet blocks. Blocks a knee drag from Morales.
You can already hear who the crowd are behind here tonight.
Morales already blocking the kick of Violet. These two ladies knowing each other very well indeed. Countering all these early onset moves.
Indeed, they are almost
here again.
a tug of war for control here. Oh,
It's tug of war for knee ligaments. Which one's going to last longest? And with that kind of action on the off the blocks. Tough.
certainly imagine this match will be a test of stamina for both women here. Oh, what a chop! Oh, and what a return! Again, both, in my eyes, arguably an equal vantage point here. As you said, Violet has been to the top of that mountain, that being the difference.
Can make a world of difference sometimes, though, and that's the point. Cynthia Violet has an extra big match experience of Morales, but Morales has been turning heads ever since he arrived in NEW. Has already got some big victories under her belt, and likely ones in single competition. Much more of a wild card element. Right now, Cynthia Violet isn't having any of this wild card element whatsoever, pounding the head of Morales into the top turnbuckle at least 10 times.
Because the winner of this match will go on to face the Phantom. That Violence is Golden 3 for that NEW Women's World Championship.
Yeah, the Women's Champion has a night off and everything but name, but you can bet your bottom dollar she'll be watching this one somewhere.
Yeah, of course, the Phantom, along with the rest of End Times, currently suspended. She has to wait until that title event at Violence is Golden 3 before she can compete in any more matches here in NEW.
Phantom probably sat rested with a bottle of something, chilled and sparkling while watching this one.
Thanks to that attack on our men's world champion Simon Youngblood by Joe Freeman and Gene Taylor, the committee, including myself, taking a very serious stance on that.
Yada yada yada. See what happens there. Meanwhile, Violet's still working on the arms here of Malcolm Morales, who spent a lot of time on the mat facing the ceiling.
Oof.
Stiff elbow. There's a counter on Violet. Misses to the clothesline. Violet duck, get out of the way. Issues one herself. Vicious impact.
Yeah, this match does seem to have become very one-sided here. Malcolm Morales is indeed struggling this time around against Violet. Perhaps a new game plan from Violet has worked wonders here. Oh,
yeah, Morales in a whole heap of trouble at the hands of Cynthia Violet.
Handspring splash could have done it. It
Giant
has.
athleticism has told for Cynthia Violet here tonight. That springboard handspring.
Violet just kept up with the onslaught throughout those minutes. And I think that just proved too much for Morales.
Yeah, as you said there, far too one-sided. Cynthia Violet allowed to dictate the pace, and watch this. Boom! Tremendous impact there, taking out Morales.
Cynthia Violet gets another shot at taking back her championship from the Phantom.
Here is your winner, the Dragon.
It's going to be an intense match. And we still have one more intense match to go. The Men's Tag Team Championships are on the line in our main event.
gentlemen, what a main event this should be. The 3-time former NEW Tag Team Champions both survived the roster shrink, only to come back out of the ashes, revitalised, rejuvenated, and taking the new boys on the block in talent to the distance twice. Tonight we will get an answer one way or the other in the first leg of a 2-round affair between Talon and the Trailblazers in our inaugural tag team tournament matchup to determine the brand new NEW Tag Team Champions of the world.
Well, she was more radiant than I ever could have imagined. And she was singing, "What's wrong with you? What is the problem with drinking whiskey and smoking weed? Live within the system. If you don't like it, well, fucking leave. Give me bad on the road. I met the devil and I sold my soul. 'Cause everything and everyone is on.
course, the committee removing that elimination stipulation, we were concerned that the time limit was more likely to be reached then, and we still wouldn't have men's team tag team champions, and that is what we want out of tonight.
Opus 2.0.
On the way to the ring, accompanied by the Snake, and at a combined weight of 579 pounds, Bruce Brown and Crazy Hammer.
Of course, the Opus brand have been there twice before, but that was Vega and Rick Weaver who left that legacy of 665 days in the total of those two runs.
Yeah, I believe he had the single longest reigning streak as well, Owen, for tag team champions. Now, of course, 2.0, with that legacy behind him in the name, have to carry on and prove that Magnum Opus isn't just a franchise, Owen. They are the mainstay players of NEW for a reason, and tonight the main event is theirs once more. What can Crazy Hammer and Burns do against the barbed wire bats?
Of course, many have said about Snake's tactics have worked throughout this for Magnum Opus 2.0.
We didn't ever thought they would see Crazy Hammer and Snake on the same team.
It's still a strange sight, and indeed Bruce Brown being a member of Magnum Opus, also quite an odd choice. Not necessarily an odd choice, but an odd person to say yes to this, but it does seem that Magnum Opus truly have changed their ways, and they are fighting for the good for the gold, trying to get rid of people like End Times that are willing to not so much stretch the rules as just break them.
It was always going to come down to it, Aaron. A battle between the two main entities, the two power groups of NEW, End Times and Magnum Opus. It's a rivalry etched, destined in stone, if you will.
Yeah, one that arguably still continues, but turn the focus to this, the tag team championships on the line. It's been a 5-month journey, 12 matches in total, 9 teams, and it's down to these two. And I think it is far too close to the wire to even try and pick one.
Roughly put together, like their name suggests, but effective nonetheless.
And seeming to have almost pushed each other up a level since tagging up. Of course, Rico Carver with that past knowledge of tag team action with the Hit Squad.
Well, Rico Carver, one half of one of the most experienced tag teams ever in the history of NEW.
And Tasmania's just overwhelming success so far since joining NEW. Yeah. Still the men's junior champion and European champion.
Double championship is rarefied there in NEW, there's no doubt about that. Tasmania and the gangster Rico Carver.
Yeah,
has to prove here against Opus 2.0.
I can't help but still slip at that old name we've been calling him the gangster for so long. And we'll still endeavour to try and call him Rico Carver.
Well, the WWE, the NEW Tag Team Championships
Don't ever say that.
Up for grabs here tonight. Half asleep Max for time on the card, and here we go.
Both starting off fast, both dodging each other's attacks.
It's the long night for Mike. Third match of the night. And the present referee. Dove. Burns in Tasmania cooking up a storm here, square centre. Tremendous strength there by Tasmania, just benching Burns.
Brown.
Strong European uppercut.
Oh, but Brown fighting free though. Oh.
Corkscrew elbow. Takes down Burns again. Stiff headbutt.
Ever defiant Tasmania.
Brute force versus speed.
Oof.
And agility here.
Shot there, the spine breaker. Standing firm though. Again gets trapped in the corner.
Carnes it beautifully. Tremendous corner work there by Burns. How the Irish whip back into his own corner, trying to get a double team here. And he does.
There's the Magnum hammer in the ring now.
Oh! Double axe handle off the top. Tiger suplex.
Word.
What a release
Folding
there.
Tasmania up. No, what a response yet again.
Yeah, those stiff European uppercuts of Tiger Hammer with such venom.
We know all about that stamina, that pace.
So it's brought him to the dance. He's got him two recognised titles already here in NEW. Of the European and of course Junior Men's Division.
Attack to Carver here.
The first ever in NEW win, that has to be said. Carver had a legal man for the barbed wire bats.
Yeah, it's almost a good job that Snake didn't choose to try and put his title up as well. We could already be looking at a Triple Crown champion. I mean, he's already holding up 2 divisions. Oh, boot from Carver there.
Oh, the last guy to go on the tail with that many titles is a little known guy known as the Reaper.
It's very true, but
Whatever happened to him?
even he only had 2 at a time. I don't think he ever had 3. I'm trying to think if we have ever had a Triple Crown champion.
Big shoulder barge misses by Burns, falls into a headlock, powers out of it quickly, misses with a stomp, gets a kick to the midsection for good measure there by Tasmania. Trying to fold up Burns. The big Scot gonna fly. Oh! Stiff powerbomb.
Bruce Brown in trouble here. Tasmania looking for that Boston Crab. Sat right down on that back.
Oof! Wrenched in deep. Burns gets out of it brutally. Look at the power here by Scott Burns. Manhandling Tasmania.
Oof.
A gut wrench
Bruce Brown.
slam.
Oh, backslide driver. This could be it.
Special. Oh, vicious scissor kick there by Carver to break up the pin.
Yeah, Bruce Brown not stopping though. Another deadlift to Tasmania. I think tried to grab the leg there but couldn't get a lock.
There's tremendous power there by Burns though, just picking Tasmania out of the air.
Oh,
This is the spine buster.
I think he was going to scoop those legs. Tasmania had that well scouted. Oh. Time for some payback, I think. Oof.
Beautiful receipt there by Tasmania. Well, anything you can do, I can do better.
Realises Carver isn't back in the corner though.
Yeah, he's on his own at the moment. Carver nowhere to be seen. Opus have done a good job in alienating their opponents as well. And
Oh, hang on. Fishnet DDT.
spiking the head of Brown. A fishnet DDT could be over. Could be enough.
Oh, Carver couldn't get there though. Hammer did. Oof.
Hammer's out here, the only thing that moved. Cut down quickly there by Tasmania. Goes back to Brown.
Snake with a look of
Burns,
concern
excuse me.
on his face. Half camel clutch locked in by Tasmania on Bruce Brown.
It's hard to look worried and calculated at the same time, and somehow Snake's doing just that. Powerbomb. Vicious powerbomb there by Scott Burns.
Oof. Dropkick. By Tasmania trying to get back to Rico Cabo. Get him, bomber clothesline. Might not need to with that.
Beautiful drop kick, beautiful clothesline. Only gets a 2 count.
Hammer just getting back to the corner. Oof, that's Brown kicked out.
Tazberg getting his breath back. Showing that the hardcore Stanley man is at least human.
Looking for another fishnet DDT.
Second of the night. This one a much sweeter position.
Going for the pin. Oh,
How close was
another
that?
kick out from Brown. Oh, Hammer getting involved. Oof.
Yeah, Hammer trying to help his tag team partner as much as possible there. Vicious suplex. Tasmania, who's going to have to recover, tags in Rico Carver. Try and continue the assault on Burns.
Oof. Jawbreaker by Carver.
Jawbreaker single leg
What a
drop
response
kick.
from Brown,
Drop
but
kick back.
set that down again.
Single leg. Punt kick there.
Just grabbing a hold of Carver, trying desperately to get closer to Hammer.
Any hold will do at this point, Erwin.
Yeah, oof.
Anything to get out of the ring. Well, it's been there for a long time.
Yeah, the barbed wire bats have done well to isolate Brown. Oh, hang on. Scissor kick. Going for the pin, but... Oh. Bit of an unnecessary tactic there from Hammer, arguably.
Yeah, Hammer taking down Chitopa.
The hand was already under the ropes.
The official now eating vegetable Wheatons. It just gave Magnum Opus a bit of breathing space if they want to do anything a little bit extracurricular.
Chitopa giving Hammer a bit of a talking to there as he sends him to the outside, but that's giving Brown a chance to respond. Oof. Big fist drop.
He's giving Brown that breathing space that he needed to go back on the attack here. Tiger driver.
Oof.
Once again, the slider driver.
Oh, what a chop. Oh, and again.
As Haku slaps. Vicious chops on there. Burns. Two cargo carriers running into each other there. Oh, the schoolboy.
Oh, into a leg lock. Beautiful.
And a beautiful submission hold. The Burns have absolutely nowhere to go here on his back.
Oof.
Got those long legs sliding out of it.
Still stuck in the barbed wire bat's corner. Oh, sent to an empty one. Oof. Oh, what an enziguri.
Beautiful single leg enziguri there. By Rico Carver. Still working hard on Bruce Brown, who's
Dragon Sleeper.
taken a couple of submissions in the last few minutes here to the head and neck.
Oh, that's it. Can't take any
it.
more. That isolation has just picked up the barbed wire bats, the men's tag team championships.
Crazy Hammer is going absolutely sick on the outside. Brown, though, you're absolutely right, was isolated throughout that matchup. The barbed wire bats with its distinctive game plan here, which has paid off.
Yeah, Magnum Opus started off strong. It started off fast, but in the end, barbed wire bats have picked up the titles, and I've got a question if Magnum Opus are going to be the first ones to climb that division to face them again.
Well, Magnum Opus will certainly want to do just that. They won't get an automatic rematch for that belt, and there you see the tap out after the Dragon Sleeper are being applied.
Here are your winners.
Bat Roots neck muscles will survive another day.
Tag team
But a Triple Crown champion
Yeah,
has
it's happened. I think for the first time ever here in NEW. We hope to see you at BWB this Sunday. Thank you and good night.